Hello and welcome to this new world. Alright, as we collect some wood, one of the challenges that I'll have with this new world is attempting to get all the achievements. On a past world I played with some friends, one of the goals on that world, and it was a multiplayer world, but on that world was that I would get all the achievements and my last achievement would be to sleep. As a consequence, I had to deal with a lot of phantoms. Now, with this world, we're taking it a little bit more extreme. Not terribly more extreme, but just a little bit more. What we mean by that is, in this world, I'm alone. This is a single-player survival world. Consequently, there's no one else kind of here to play and sleep through the night for me. In addition, I still plan on having, sleeping being my last achievement, but even in the situation where I somehow accidentally get that achievement early, we've changed the game rules so that I can't skip the night. Unfortunately, that would mean I reset the timer for when the phantoms spawn, but that's the same thing that will happen if I die. If I die, phantom timer respawn just kind of resets. In this episode, I think my main goal is just to survive until day 3, set up a nice starting house, and maybe get some lay of the land in the general area. One of the things I want to do is kind of build near or at the base of like a big frozen peaks mountains, but we'll see if that happens. Things that are kind of important. Now that lava I saw when we joined this world. So let's hope it's not burning any forest down or any trees. To harvest any wood that it would burn. Alright, I think this oak tree is in the path. Yep. Let's take care of this tree before it burns away. Okay. Let's get out of here before it starts burning me, and I think this tree is also in the path. Destruction, so let's get rid of it as quick as possible. Oh, it's coming towards me. That's not good. This may have been a bad decision. On that note, let's get out of here. Alright. I think I'm gonna spend some time, or at least right now, just cooking up some fish and making myself a nice little pocket hole to kind of stay safe. Alright, and don't need that. Got an upgrade. There's something about, like, when you're mining into the ground, it feels kind of bad to me to just go, oh yeah, someone here destroyed the landscape. So if I can make it look more natural, I think I would like that better. That looks like I got all of that. Skeleton. And that was death 1. Oh, I'm down in the cave now. Alright, so let's see. That's where we were. Let's get over there and get my stuff back. Alright, got my stuff. First sunrise. And we have a zombie. If there's one zombie, there's another. Oh no, not again. Okay. This is where I start my first sunrise. Fleeing from a potential second death. Potentially about to murder some fish, but it's nice to just wait, watch the sunrise. So I think I will continue exploring a little bit and hopefully find a location where I am comfortable setting up camp. Because I did not survive last night, and maybe I can survive the second night. That'd make life a little bit nicer. Looks like this is a very stony shore. There's a lot of rivers cutting through it from the appearance, and these large cliffs, which I was exploring past. Now, we spawned over there, kind of close to where that white snow meets the grass, and probably right about where that cow is. One of the things I'm thinking, though, is I kind of want to build near a mountain that's kind of snow-capped. Now, that looks like a snow-capped mountain. There's some blue ice right there. And I have a sneaking suspicion that I probably want to set up base around kind of where that fog trees are. That's kind of far away at the moment, and I want to check out that mountain over there as well. Unfortunately, the sun seems to be setting, and while I have just got some more food, just cooking the furnace down there, and I've got some iron to get up, I still don't have shelter. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is probably go down to the shore real quick. Might just jump off the edge, make a boat, and probably either go that way or that way. We'll see. Alright, jumping. Zombies are still out, but it's about to be daytime, so I think I should be okay just running. As long as I'm aware of where the creeper is. Okay, well, I wasn't. Okay, so while I cannot skip the night, and my hope is to sleep in the bed last, there is a useful thing that sheep have, and that is I can still make a bed. Now, bed is not the primary goal in this world. In fact, it's almost contradictory to the primary goal. So, why do I potentially want a bed? Because if I'm not set up near spawn, or if I run across the world, I will not be able to just die and respawn. I don't want to just die and then respawn all the way back at spawn. Sure, that happens. That will happen. But if I can do this well, then I could potentially just enjoy the ability to set up base wherever without worrying about the consequences of death. Now, in reality, I think one's just over that hill. But I want to set up right at spawn. Let's see if I can find a better location. Nice forest here, and it's a village. This is nice. Okay, it's good to see. I'm liking this area right over here. I think this is the mountain I was looking at on the horizon that was in the fog. Okay. Ooh, this is looking good. Okay. See, we're not as low in the valley as I think would make this fantastic, but maybe down here would be good. I think we're about where I want to set up. That's a really good, nice looking peak. Got some cows. Some pigs. This. Not that really, but this is looking fantastic. I think I want to build over here, sort of in this valley. Kind of roughly where that village is, but not connected to the village, so I'm not like worried about villager housings or whatever. We'll probably relocate a few of them over here, but this is looking nice, and I'm kind of liking it. So, I don't think I want to set up on the mountain in this instance, but setting up down here, sort of in this valley area, or maybe over here in this valley, but it would be nice. Now, because of when I died on night 1, I don't think we have to worry about phantoms for most of that first night. But, you know, that might be not entirely accurate. We'll find out. Hello, bunnies. And there's another village right there. Okay. That looks nice. Okay. See, the mountain doesn't look as nice on this edge, so I think... Wait, that's a new village. Because we came from over this way, so we have 3 villages around this mountain. They're really nice. So let's get ready to go back. Yes, I've been needing a bundle, so I still don't know how to craft a bundle, if we're being truthful, but it's fantastic for my terrible inventory. So we're gonna start setting up my base. I like this mountain, and I kind of like being in this valley. So I think as a part of that, I'm gonna set up my house right over here. Somewhere right about here-ish. We'll start setting that up, so I hopefully have a place to stay at night. As just a precaution in case I die, we're going to set my spawn point there. So this is the only reason I have beds in the game right now. The last achievement I want is sleeping. Now, it doesn't matter in this world if I sleep or not, with the exception that that just resets the phantom spawner, but me dying resets it, so unless someone has like a mod out there for me to install that like changes the spawn mechanics of phantoms so that they just spawn at every night, and it kinda, that's like the only thing that really would make a difference in the world, aside from the fact that I also want the achievement to be my last. So, me setting my spawn point on a new bed, as long as it's daytime, I won't get into the bed and I won't get that achievement. I'll just have my spawn set. I think right about here is the level I want to be at. So as I start digging this out, I'm trying to start figuring out the structure of this house. I'm kind of unsure about what I'm looking for, but as you'll notice, the zombies are there, but in about a moment, I'm going to start getting attacked by a skeleton and see it knock me off. It's about to kill me, and now I just have to run those items. I think I missed a few, but I got most of them, but now I have a zombie horde chasing after me. I tried to build up right there, but the skeleton knocked me off. So, yeah, and those baby zombies are not, you know, they're not your desired enemy. So, I'm just gonna climb up here, and, yeah. Okay. So, I guess a little recap. Yeah, I am currently up here on this tower waiting for these zombies to burn. I died last night, night 4, so let's see, I've died on night 1 and night 4. Luckily, I am starting to build a house, so these deaths will hopefully become less common. And hopefully I will actually start to see, you know, phantoms. Once I build this house, I'm going to set up a little farm, and Then we're gonna probably start figuring out how to get some villagers over here. One of my goals, early goals, is to probably set up like a nice, beautiful iron farm and maybe some automated farms, so that hopefully, as I explore more of this world and get develop this area, I have, you know, the ability to get a little bit further. So we're gonna get started working on that house first, and then we'll take a look, maybe at the villagers, either this episode or next episode. So we're currently working on the facade. Probably a little too early to start working on this facade, honestly. I don't even have all the materials to build it, and I'm probably not really doing this the best way we could, but it's how it's going. I think what we're going to build is this nice upper floor, and then probably honestly have a lot of this just continue on underground. But with that sort of being the case, then we're going to probably need to start figuring out how to make this more than just a square with a nice vertical roof. Because yeah, this isn't really, looking okay. Probably one of the challenges with not being able to sleep is when it's raining, you can't stop the rain, because rain automatically goes away when you sleep through the night. But if you can't sleep, you can't clear the weather. So now I just gotta wait for this rain to stop. In the meantime, I'm just gonna continue working on the house, but that's really not helpful when zombies are stayed up since night. But hey, I survived the night. So, time to get back to work and working on this house. Oh, okay. Okay. I've been waiting. Just building the house, and the phantoms finally spawned in, or one phantom. I think they increase over time. I think right now it's gonna only be the one, but hey, Paimon's lived long enough to have a phantom. So I guess now that I have a phantom, I think it might actually be worth me giving a little bit of a rundown about what I've built so far and all that's going. I hear another phantom though. Is it in here? No. So one of the things with the phantoms is they can get kind of trapped underneath roofs. So my structure's not necessarily the best for it. There's the phantom. Okay. Come on down. Come on, phantom. Alright. Let's see, you're over here. Let's take care of you. Alright, so I've had... There's my two phantoms. This roof is something. I think it's okay. I'm not going to claim it's like the best in the world, but I think it's adequate. So if I go to free cam briefly, it's kind of a very skinny structure at the moment. And I don't think it's actually going to get much thicker. I have to figure out what to do with the roof right here, so I'll do that before finishing today's episode. And then some of this back stuff. What I think this room right here is going to turn into is sort of like maybe like a way down into like some sub-basement type area. So I don't really think I'm gonna treat this second floor as a porch. This dirt right here is just so that mobs don't get in. So that's kind of like the progress so far. I'm sure I'm gonna repeat myself, or I have repeated myself, but it's how life works. We're gonna keep building, and then I'm gonna probably wrap up this episode. We'll see. But I think that's probably where we're going. Finally got the first phantom. I've got a farm going, and this is going pretty well. So here's kind of where they get stuck. If they're in here, they're just going to keep going up until they come back down. I think we'll create a terrarium or like I kind of want to create a tower with them in it. Just like a little bulb of phantoms at the top. Longer term projects, as it were. So apparently the rain has thunder. This is the second thunderstorm since this world started. I need to get, I think before I light up this hill the next day, I need to go get myself a copper rod and just set up something like right there or something so that I don't have anything burn. How do I get down there? Oh. Okay. That was not the way down. That wasn't the way down. Here we go. This is the way down. And now we get our stuff. There's some mobs I have to deal with. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Let's go this way. Seems like not the way I want to go, but okay. Okay, jump. Thank you. Okay. Oh. Okay, gotta keep running. Here we go. I was like, where's everything? I went around a corner and then I lost everything. Here it is. So now we got everything, and now we just gotta go up and out. Alright, let's see. Is there anything in this chest? Woodstone. Yeah, let's see. Woodstone. I'll grab these because I'm gonna do some digging later. Otherwise, we're pretty good. Ow. Oh, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Ooh, really not good. Yeah. And we run. Gotta run. One goal, second that, get the copper, and then I think it's time. I think we're good. I think. Let's find out. Oh my goodness, the sunset makes everything look so red, which is not at all concerning when you have chasing after you. Alright. Here we go. With that, we should be able to be done. I'll see you back at the house. Alright, as I wait for this campfire to just give me my baked potatoes, I am ready to kind of give a summary of how what I've accomplished in this first episode. I feel like it's gone pretty well. I have died 6 times, and one of those was recently, kind of between that clip over there, and it might have been after I put down the whatever that's called. But I means I won't get phantoms until for a little bit. But in the meantime, I've kind of just been finishing up the house. I've finished this farm for now. One thing I'm missing from the house currently is the windows. But next episode, my plan is to go kidnap some villagers, either from one of the 3 villages that are surrounding this sort of valley, and we'll get the hopefully get some glass from the librarians. We might make an iron farm first though before we get that. Welcome to my starter house without windows. Currently it's got this entrance. We'll find a way to like level this out or do something so it like doesn't end at a cliff, but we come on in, it goes down a little bit forward. It's just so that this can have like an adequate 3-block height and it doesn't feel like it's crushing in. I got some basic storage right now, some furnaces. Down here we have the load zone I got from that ruined portal, and I don't have a compass yet, but I think this will be helpful in relocating my base if I need to. Otherwise, we got this nice pattern right here. Here's the bed where my spawn is currently set, and I'll expand this base underground that way. Potentially more underground, but the mountain, this mountain right here is starting right over here, so it'll be okay. And then this upstairs kind of got a nice little outlook at this balcony, and then we have this, some nice lookouts. At the moment, I think I'm really kind of satisfied with what I've completed. I don't mind the roof at this point. I think I was complaining or like unsure about my roof earlier. I still think the structure might be a little bit narrow overall, but I don't mind it. We'll expand this area out. I kind of think we might start creating a vague collection of structures, sort of similar style, though maybe I'll workshop my style so it works better. But I think at the moment I'm kind of satisfied with where I'm at, and hope to see you all next time for my next episode.